Well, hello there, my friends. This is Admiral Revan speaking, and today we're going to be talking about in regarding to the Dockyard, Armory, and Premium Shop for this episode. So, this is a bit of an interesting one because the Dockyard is like a specific, event that happens in World of Warships from time to time, and basically they have this new ship and it's available for you to do. When you click on the special event ship, which I just did for the Malboro in this one, basically I'm just showing like there's a whole bunch of Dockyard missions that you can acquire, and you can scroll through them and make sure that you just read through it what you need to do. And there's certain different game type modes, different tiers and things like that that you can go through, and that's all well and good. The other way to access the Dockyard is basically click on the Dockyard itself, and you have like an interesting intro cinematic at one point for the first time to see the ship, and basically you see like an opportunity to either buy the first bunch of stages with doubloons or just grind it manually. Now, when you grind it manually, as you complete each stage, it actually just gives you a tick. The rewards will come in, and then basically, continue at your own pace. If you have enough in-game currency, you can actually complete it with real-life money with in-game doubloons to actually complete the ship you want to get from start to finish. It's all well and good, but it can be expensive. So just please note to yourself there. So it depends like how many stages, like each ship it is, but it's actually pretty nice. This is an example of what the cinematics look like. The cinematics in the game is actually pretty nice for the actual, the ship grind, and it actually looks pretty good. Wargaming has done a fantastic job by doing that, and as you can see, it is just showing a couple stages here, and pretty much it is just going through bit by bit of the blueprint, and then it will work its way through to actually showing you to the ship itself and in Dockyard like this. And voila, we're out in the Dockyard, hooray! And we're starting to see the ship starting to get constructed a little bit. But this is like, a general gist of it, what you can do. You can see open the list of phases. You can actually click on that, and you actually can see how much you complete so far. So in gold at the moment is completed, and the ones that is white or grey is considered to be in progress. So you need to keep working hard at it. As you notice on the top left hand corner here, that you can see like how many days you got left until completing the event. Now if you click on the event rules, this is basically an oversight of what you can get for that warship. So you get some good rewards out of this. You can get either free XP, premium time, camos, flags, some warships, and steel. So it's actually pretty beneficial at the end by doing this. That's up to you. So that's basically what Dockyard is all about, and it's all very handy to do in the long term. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the Armory. As you can see in the port here, you can go to the Armory. When you go to the Armory takes a little while to load up, but when you go to the Armory, you can see all the resources like your certificates, your doubloons, tokens, steel, coal, also in-game doubloons, as well as in-game currency for the helmet, and also your premium time, also coupons. Coupons is basically very beneficial if you plan to buy ships outright with a discounted price. As you can see, most recently I used a token, well, not a token, a coupon for getting a ship that with resources, and has actually took 25% off. So it's actually pretty nice with steel and coal. So as you can see, that there are some ships that you can get, as well as like camos and a few other things. And honestly, and per year, at every time during each patch and festivities, you can actually get some free camos ships, free time, and things like that. You won't get a free warship out of these random bundles, this one here, but pretty much you can have fun by doing so. As you can see, like when you go to special events like this for Christmas, basically you can get, the certificates, exchange of certificates, which is this icon here, and buy your containers through this way, or use real life money with in-game doubloons to actually buy a whole bunch. And you never know, you could win a whole bunch of lovely ships like these, for example. And it's actually pretty nice to do from time to time, but I highly would warn you that it can be expensive, so don't spend beyond your means by any means at all. When you go to ships, basically you can buy ships through the premium shop with real life money if you wish, or with in-game doubloons. As you can see, there's a Marco Polo, for example, and I want to use like a coupon. Click on the coupon and look at that. You can buy it for 14,475. That's if you wish. But you actually can select all the coupons that you have available and actually have a quick look, and then you can use it. Notice that there is a time limit on some of the coupons. Sometimes that the coupons on the ships and stuff like that do expire from time to time, and it happens from a period of time anyway, so it's actually nice to have. You also can use it for commanders to get specific commanders that you want. Also, the commanders in general, if you look at it very carefully, click on one and you actually can see they have special unique abilities. They all are very handy, and it's nice to have a historical commander in your ship. Also, there's some containers that you can acquire. The good thing about these commanders in general is that they have a whole bunch of stuff, but these containers in general here, when I'm looking at them, you can actually click on one of the bundles and actually see what you can get in terms of rewards, and these are at random, just a warning. So it may not be guaranteed that you get them straight away, but even with this coal, for example, it actually can be expensive as well too. There's some customizations. You actually can get like some upgrades for your ships, as well as signals and other camouflages, and also patches and things like that if you wish. Naval community, this is a good one. This is also known as community tokens. So you can actually use this when you're recruiting friends. So basically, if you have a whole bunch of friends using your community tokens, like your referral link for World of Warships, you can have a whole bunch of people join in, and the more people that you have join in and using it on a regular basis, which is, I can show you here, like all these people here, if they are very busy playing the game and having fun, basically you can use that as an excuse to buy lower level ships like this, or buying King of the Sea containers, which actually gets some nice nifty commanders, or wallpapers and things like that, or flags, super containers, and even different camos for different warships, signals, and so forth, which is very handy. Research Bureau is very handy as well. Now, the brief overlay about a Research Bureau is this. This only occurs if you have 5 tier 10 warships already researched. So basically, if you have grinded 5 lines with a tier 10 warship in each one, you'll be able to reset one of the tech tree line ships and actually grind for Research Bureau points. Research Bureau points is basically you grind your way up to these elite warships, like for example the Gibraltar, Slava, Colbert, Druid, And also there's a few other things like the Vampire 2, the Siegfried, the Paleomilio, and obviously I have the Ohio. So they're all expensive, but they're very nice to have. Each of these warships has a pro and con, but you can actually use Research Bureau points for buying elite upgrades as well, and you can actually scroll through down here for your ships. You can use actually Research Bureau points for buying flags if you wish, but honestly it really comes down to you if you really want to do that. But when it comes to special new events, you'll have something that will appear like this, and you actually can buy with in-game currency just to get the tokens to get the commanders that you wish. Super ships, for example, which is pretty funny, and it's nice to see actually. But like, you can actually use it for your rank battles, and actually hire them out for renting for rank battles if you wish. This is something for a specific special event for super warships and rank battles, but if they do come back from time to time, this is a good opportunity. Same thing with submarines, same thing with other game modes. But the Armory is filled with a lot of stuff in there, including the shop itself, the premium shop. Now, the premium shop is a bit of a far-fetched one. You can buy in-game currency doubloons here if you want, but let me just show you on the web-based version. So basically, on the web-based version, you go to the World of Warships page, and this is the World of Warships homepage, for example, right? And you see the thing, you got a section up here on the top that says Premium Shop. So when you go to Premium Shop, by default, you see yourself, you see yourself, like with interesting articles, and basically you scroll down and you see a whole heap of rewards and stuff like that. The good thing about it all is that you can go with different categories, like say for example doubloons. You can actually check out the bundles and see what suits your fancy. For people who are just starting off in World of Warships, I would recommend that probably buy yourself the Admiral's chest, for example, because it has both doubloons and in-game currency, which is actually pretty nice to have for a starter pack. And then just go with the basics and learn how to play the game. Don't bother, like rushing in, buying all the time. Sometimes if you're in a situation where you actually got a lot of in-game doubloons and you just need more in-game currency, you can buy a big bundle like this, which is pretty nice. And also, sometimes if you really want to spend the money, you can really fork out the money to buy a lot of doubloons if you wish. But when you see content creators or community contributors doing giveaways, they can actually give away prizes to their friends. And for example, if I were to give this bundle away to somebody, I can actually just log in, and when you log in, basically you can just go purchase gift, and then you type your friend's name. For example, I'm just going to select Danu in this case. And then basically I just go proceed to payment, and then I just send that bundle across to that person. But they receive a gift from you in that retrospect, and it's actually nice to have. It's not like a thing that you must have, but it is a thing that is nice to have. So let's just go with the flow there. Alright. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, like, the good thing about in the premium shop, I will say this much, is that you can buy ships outright too, and also customizations if you wish. I mean, like, you go with different tiers. The highest tier ship that you can sell is that you can buy is actually a tier 10, but the tier 10 ships only come from time to time, not all the time. So at the moment you can always buy tier 9s. I will say this very openly though, please do not just buy a top ranking ship if you don't know how to play your other ships at the lower end tiers. You got to learn how to play it first before you actually get out there. However, if you want to learn how to play a Tier 9 warship or own it for collecting purposes, that's how you do it as well too. Customizations. This is basically all to do with special containers, events, and also signals that you can buy economic flags. Specials. Well, this is basically coming down to what is on special on sale at the moment, so that's actually very handy to know. And the Armory. Well, that's basically what's in the Armory pretty much, but that's okay. So that is pretty much the gist of it. Okay, so if you have any questions or anything like that, please let us know, and definitely get back to us. I'm hoping that it goes well for you, but thank you for your support, everybody, and definitely stay safe, take care, and I hope to see you next time.